good point. I mean, the bigger budget films typically try to monetize the future of a film. They monetize the potential foreign sales. They monetize the tax benefits, things like that. When you're dealing with a film at the lower range, you can't monetize the expected revenues the same way you can with a bigger film. But if you're pitching to an equity investor, it's still important to go to that equity investor and do an analysis that says, we can't sell the foreign rights now, but assuming that this is a reasonably successful film, at least reasonably well received by critics, here is the typical kind of return that you can get selling it, territory by territory. And here is what we expect to get, as a rebate for making the film in New Mexico, so that the investor can do the math and decide how much he's really truly net at risk. Because you don't want him to just go and say, well, it's $1 million, maybe I'll get it back, maybe I won't. You really want him to be able to do the calculus that says, the great likelihood is that I'm only 50% at risk. But if you take into account the likelihood of selling foreign, the money that we're going to get back on the rebates, and then even if we have no theatrical release, the kind of money that you can get through some kind of a digital release, digital sell-through and things like that, which you should also calculate, you can narrow and identify the risk to the equity investor. And that's one of the ways, together with obviously a pitch on a project that the investor finds interesting, that you're going to be able to get money.
Yeah, I think it's, just to continue on that point for a second too, I think it's really important as you guys are out raising money for your films, because to sort of include that, I don't want to put more work on your plate as a producer, because you guys do so much already to get a film off the ground, but it shows a sort of care to your investor. I am really worried about you guys. I want to get you back your money. I realize you're taking a lot of risk. You may not fully recoup, but as James sort of said, like, I can give you back some pieces. If the film really does well and performs, maybe I can give you back everything. But I think it's those experiences where investor says, hey, I had fun. They got me some money back. They told me they're going to get a tax credit. They got the tax credit. Okay, let's talk about your next project, which is, I think, ultimately where you guys want to go. And raising money is so hard in any industry. I think the film industry benefits a little bit if there's a sort of sex appeal, this cachet of investing in movies. But if you guys can start to build that investor base and use them over and over again instead of trying to raise a new one every time you make a film, it'll save so much time and frustration for you guys.